Hello there, my name is Kim, and in this video we are going to go through training packages. So what are training packages? Well, it's a slightly misleading name in vocational education training in Australia. Now it's used to describe nationally endorsed training products that consist of units of competencies and its associated assessment requirements, the qualifications which are made up of these units of competencies, and the credit arrangements. Now, it does not, however, tell you how to train, how to assess, let alone provide you any slide decks or any other resources. So, Imagine this tree, the Australian workforce. It is so beautiful, so luscious, so green. It's looking great, okay? And it's made up of these individuals with specific skills and knowledge performing effectively and competently in the workplace. You hope. Now, each training package represents roughly an industry. And if you search on training.gov.au, there is roughly 54 training packages at the moment. Now, this has grown significantly over time, and chances are, if Elon Musk is successful at going to Mars, we may, in actual fact, double the amount of training packages in no time. And just on a side note, if Elon is listening, MAR training package code is currently available. Look, jokes aside, now just imagine that each branch is a training package. We have training packages that range from Aero Skills training package, so that's the code name MEA, all the way to TLI, so that's your transport and logistics training package. We also have CHC. Where are you, CHC? There we go. CHC for community services. We have BSB for business services. We have CUA for creative arts and culture training package. Aviation training package, which is AVI, and the SFL for floristry. And this one's a long one. So UEE is for Electro Technology Training Package. What do? I have no idea. But we also have another 46 other training packages, which is quite a bit right there. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so now, we're going to elaborate further. Now, as a trainer and assessor, you really need to know about training packages. You need to know who the developer is, because what if you've got some issues you want to ask them? You want to really know about qualifications, the skill sets, units of competencies, these things we mentioned previously, the assessment requirements, how to interpret them, how to unpack them, credit arrangements, what's been deleted, what's been superseded, and if it's been superseded, is it equivalent or non-equivalent? These things we must know. Okay, I'm just going to move my face because we're not going to be able to really see this tree very well otherwise. So we're going to focus on the BSB training package. To make an example, now the BSB training package is actually made up of lots and lots of different professions, qualifications, if you can imagine, right? So you got things such as business, administration, legal, human resources, you got leadership and management as well, and project management, marketing, communication, quality auditing, and the likes. Now, these qualifications, they do range from the AQF level of 1, and it goes all the way to graduate diploma, which is your level 8 in the AQF. But not all professions start at the level 1 or go all the way to the level 8, as you can imagine. Some will start, for example, if we're looking at the leadership and management, they do start at a certificate 4. So you can see there you've got the BSB 40520, and that's similar to what you are doing. If you're studying the Cert 4 in training and assessment, TAE does not go below that level certificate 4. Okay, because there is a certain level of risk. If you're going to train other people, you do want to be sure that you can train them and not be a risk, essentially. So yeah, something to think about. Now, the Diploma of Leadership and Management is with this code here, the BSB of 50420. And we have the Advanced Diploma as well, that level 6. Now, work health and safety, you can see that it starts at a level 3, and it kind of makes sense because we want everyone to be safe, don't we? Right? So managers, non-managers, anything, everywhere, up and down, all below, everywhere, right? We want people to be safe. So you've got the Certificate 4, you've got the Diploma, once again, and you've got the Advanced Diploma. Woohoo! So, yeah, look, if that's what you want to be doing, by all means, a great way to ensure that, you know, people who are working in safety, supervisory roles, usually will do the diploma. Now, I just want to explain to you how these qualifications work, okay? So, over time, things do change, and you know, like if you have a look at trees, the seasons change, the leaves go yellow, branches fall off, that type of thing. So we've got the Diploma of Occupational Health and Safety, and the code here is BSB 51307. It has been deleted, so bye. We won't miss you. Maybe some of us will, especially if it's been deleted and that's the qualification that you have. You really want to upgrade yourself. Okay, so in 2015, the Diploma of Work Health and Safety came out, and that's the code for it. So BSB 51315. So there would have been changes to, for example, the packaging rules. I'm not saying that that was the case, but there may be changes to the packaging rules where the numbers of units might change, which units are included as core electives, and there may be actual changes in the units of competencies themselves. So these training package components can be deleted and superseded. Now we're talking about qualifications as well as the units of competency, okay? Now it's always beneficial to know what the status is and the usage. So in this case, we've got nice red text here pretty much saying that it has been superseded, but it's always great to check whether it's superseded and it is equivalent, or superseded and non-equivalent. In this case, I do know that even though it has been superseded by BSB 51319, Diploma of Work Health and Safety, it is actually it is equivalent. Sorry about that. So in which case, I mean, do you really need to go and study this again? Look, it is entirely up to you, but it is equivalent, so there's really no need for you to actually go and do that. Now, there's several reasons why we want to, it can be superseded. Usually, it could be like changes to the legislation, it could be changes to technology, and that's why training packages, they're not all equal in terms of when they get superseded or when there is an actual change. Sometimes in certain qualifications or training packages, the industry is changing so rapidly that they do need to change the qualifications or the units. Now, incidents is another thing. It could be just changes in the actual processes in general, but as an example, if we look at COVID, that has really pushed for online training, and we can see that there are units of competencies, which is now, for the Cert 4, to have the online training component for trainers and assessors. Now, there could be increasing incidents in general, or there's just a more push for safety, in which case what you'll see that work health and safety is embedded into like almost all competencies. And if there have been any changes in codes of practice, or even professional guidelines, what you'll find is that will then get incorporated and into like first aid as an example as well. Now, moving along, I did mention about the training package rules, and I just want to quickly have a look at the Diploma of Work Health and Safety. Now, the packaging rules, we've got how many core units here? There's actually 5 core units. These 5 core units must be done, okay? And you will also find that there will be units from Group A. It's usually specified, like we want 3, units from Group A, and then it might be other units from other groups. Now, I have seen some scary qualifications out there which have groups that go beyond Z. So Group Z. How? I don't know. I have no idea why, but the people within that profession, and not only that, but the developers of that qualification, I am sure they know what they're doing. But it's just very interesting for someone like myself just to see all these different qualifications and how it's actually packaged. Okay, quiz time. You got 5 minutes to do this. Now, if I were you, one thing that I really like to do is just to Google it, all right? So instead of typing this whole thing out, I would just Google BSB 513-19 and voila, okay? As long as it's from training.gov.au, you can have a look at that qualification or unit of competency. There is another video which I will go through analyzing this particular qualification here, but for now what I recommend is that you answer these 5 questions without peeking at the answers, okay, and see if you get them all right. If you don't, then hey, maybe you need to watch this other video that's going to analyze qualifications for you. Okay, so question number 1, what AQF level is this qualification? So this was the one that we're looking at just now. And what are the entry requirements? Yes, this one's a bit of a special one. Not all qualifications have entry requirements, but this Diploma of Work Health and Safety does. Okay, so, and there would have been a lot of chat and consultation about this, like why the diploma, like, and what sort of knowledge or skills should they have before coming into this particular qualification here, which is fair enough. Okay, so packaging rules, I think we just went through that. Okay, so it's nothing to do with your Amazon packaging or anything like that. It's what we went through just now. Okay, now who is this qualification for? You'll find that on training.gov.au, and they are very, very similar the way that it's written, because there is something called training package like standards. Okay, so we need to make sure that they follow the same sort of structure, otherwise we'd be guessing where things are all the time, and that wouldn't be very cool. Okay, and question number 5 is a little bit of a tricky one, but which website are the companion volume implementation guide located? I know it's a mouthful, okay, but super duper important. If you train and assess in something like that training package, please know what the companion volume implementation guide is at. okay, and download that, have a wee read of it. And if you like, you can stop the video now or give it a pause and then come back to it and have a look at the answers. Okay, 5 minutes later. What is the AQF level? Anyone? It's diploma, so that's level 5. Certificate stops at 4, okay? Now, what are the entry requirements? Well, you have to have the you have to have the certificate 4 in work health and safety or the core units, okay? So if you're a little bit smart, you would have looked and gone, I only need to do the core units and not the full Cert 4, if that was what you were going for, okay? Now, what are the packaging rules? So there's the 10 units, you got the 5 core units and the 5 electives. I know who's been listening. Okay. Now, who is this qualification for? It's those who are coordinating and maintaining WHS programs in their workplace, of course. All right. So which website are the companion volume implementation guide located? It is vetnet.gov.au. Why all the way over there? I have no idea. Okay, but I have to say I really enjoy having those companion volume implementation guides in training.gov.au as well. Okay, I'm thankful for that. I hope you have learnt something about training packages, and if you want more information or me to go through any of the vet topics, please put some comments down below. Otherwise, share our video if you think it is awesome. All right, I hope you have a lovely day. We'll see you in another video.